Look what's arrived. Scoutcrafter, it's now Thursday. Wednesday, Scoutcrafter was doing a project with that boxing bell, wasn't he? And he gave us a sort of flash of these centre, what are they called? Transfer punches. So if you want to accurately make a centre of a hole, you know, we can stick a nail down there and we can sort of guess where the middle is, but whatever size your hole might be, if it's this big and you want the centre, you use this size centre punch, transfer punch, or maybe it's a bit smaller, so you choose a smaller one. So if you want to find the real centre of a hole, of an existing hole, you know, your centre punch is the middle, then you drill a hole, don't you? But if you wanted to find out the exact centre of that particular hole, all you're going to do is you're going to stick a nail down there and make a mark, aren't you? Well, these are way more accurate, look. I'd never seen one, you know. I thought, oh, right, I haven't got a set of them. I think we'll get a set, and you know, the old fastest finger first job on the old Amazon before the price goes up because they get a bit of a rush on them. Anyway, yeah, and I didn't pay much. Silver Line, a fairly reputable company. It's not it might be Chinese and made in Taiwan. Is it made in Taiwan? Generally speaking, made in, where's it made? Doesn't say, does it? Transfer punch, doesn't say. No. Does it say? No, it doesn't say. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I didn't have a set, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll have a set of them. So, and I meant to talk to you about tools, and so these have arrived. Scoutcrafter, John, thank you very much. Cracking idea that is, isn't it? A proper transfer punch. Find the centre of a hole. Anyway, so as you know, this book's arrived, and you know, it'll sit down here for a while until the next book comes along, or sometimes, like we've got now, we've got a few minutes to ourselves, nice peace and quiet. So we thought, right, we'll get the book out now. Remember, this is a 1999 to 2000. It's now 2023. So this book is 23 years old anyway, to begin with. You know. So anyway. And what struck me was, look at these prices, what these would be. I guess they won't even make a book now. It's all online. All these printed books have gone and finished. But I do like getting a book, especially something as big as this, you know, and I just like going page by page by page. And anyway, we came along the first page, and the first page happens to be toolkits and then tools. So fine, and I'm looking and I'm thinking, nice. Now, I don't know if you're the same as me. Ask me the question, if you won the lottery, what would you do? I'll tell you exactly what I would do. I would spend. I would enjoy every penny of it. Yeah. And I would go to something like this, you know, to this shop, this warehouse, this wherever. Excuse me, sir, I am the millionaire lottery. I've just won the biggest millionaire lottery thing. I'll have one of everything. Hold it. Strike that. I'll have two of everything. Yeah. So unfortunately, to be in that position, you're, you know, it's that's a dream, isn't it? But if you want to get a bit closer to your dream, and you want to have one of everything, well, in my case, I like to have two of everything, just in case. So you can do a very similar thing. Let's just go a page or two more. Let's get to where I was thinking of. Oh yeah, here we are. We're beginning here. So if you want to do it, but do it on the cheap, and realize how much you're saving. Now, you know, you go to the markets, you go to the fairs, the steam fairs, all that sort of a thing. You know, oh, I don't go there. I don't buy rusty tools. But I'm flicking through this book. You'd pick up pliers. Okay, you might have to go a few times. And if you wanted some thin nose pliers, or thin nose pliers with a little bend on, yes, want one of them. Have you got any of those? Have you got any of these? Would you pick them up? Well, when you begin to look at the price of them, you'd pick that up for £1 in a car boot, or £1 or £2 in a car boot. Have you seen the price of them? £11 there. A pair of side snips, £12. Wow. And then you think, circlip, are they circlip little pliers? Yeah. £12. Little wire snips, yeah. Little, and all these tools that you're looking at here, you've seen them, haven't you? As you've walked around, you've seen them. Some of them have had a bit of rust on them. Some of them haven't. Some have been, you know. But the prices that they've been going for, look, little thin nose pliers with the ones with a little bend on them. Have you seen the price? £14 and £15. Wow. My God. You know, you don't realise what bargains you're walking past. Have you got a pair of those to strip cable, to strip wire? Have you got one of those to do a real good cut of snow? Have you got a big pair of pliers? What's this like? £12, look. For a 6-inch, 7-inch, an 8-inch, a 10-inch, it's £23. Wow. And these are all these tools, and you know, I'm not saying these are expensive, but these are current retail prices on stuff, isn't it? And you're walking past these for a £5, for £1, for £2, for a couple of quid, whatever. Wow. And then, channel locks. Right, what we got? Straight jaw channel lock. Look, £13 that is. You'd never pay £13 in a market or a car boot. You'd probably pay £1 or £2 for them. Somebody selling their toolbox or whatever. Clamps, mole grips. How much stuff? Mole grips with a sharp end on it, welding clamps. Wow. And then you look at this and you look at the prices of them. And then we come to hammers. For the sake of putting the head of the hammer on the wire brush and cleaning it up and scraping the handle, cleaning it, making it look nice. Look how much these hammers are. Look how much they go for. And you walk past them, there's a sledge and they're like, £22, £26, £35 and £41. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How many of these have you seen? Now, if you're like me, I like to buy them. I'd buy one because I haven't got one. And then if I have got one, I've got to have another one. So you don't have to be as excessive as I am. But you could, you see little welding hammers come up now and again in a random box, and they're £1 or 50p, aren't they? Welding chipper. Well, it was £7 in 2000. Now, 23 years on. Now, what the hell price are you going to be paying for that? Look, you see mallets, don't you? They do come up. Copper-headed mallets. Okay, these are new ones, and but how many of you walk past in the markets, in the sales? What else did I see? I look at these saws that you see come along for the sake of fetching them home, sharpening them. The money you're saving. Wow, you see these sort of things, don't you? As you go walking around, hacksaw handles, you probably pay £2. £2 max for the hacksaw handle. It was £11. Well, it was nearly £12 in 2000. You see these, don't you? Wow. And what struck me, auger bits. I must start collecting auger bits. What struck me was, oh look, by the way, look, a footprint. Footprint, handrail. Got one of those, 22 quid. What did I pay for it? I don't think I would. I've probably paid a fiver for it. 3 quid maybe, something like that. You see the chisels come up and about, don't you, in these markets and car boots. You need to update yourself on the day. How many of these have you walked past? How many squares? Oh, how many? We've cleaned up a square. How much was a square? Then a square was 9 quid. Mad. How many of these you walked past? Levels, you think, oh, you know. And the thing is, these are new and they look nice and pretty and shiny, but once they've done the first job, they're full of concrete, like the rest of everything else is full of concrete. You just got to have to look after them. And I was looking at, I'll tell you what I was looking at. Oh, look at that, yeah. String line. Trowels. Oh, my goodness me. Do you remember those trowels that we picked up and we cleaned? And didn't the guy want 3 quid each for them? And I've managed to get them for a fiver or something. Look at the prices. Look at them. They start at 24 quid and they only go upwards. My God. And that's this is in the 2000 book. So what are these today? Unbelievable. Little bits, little trowels, little shaped trowels. We like round-headed ones and we like square ones, don't we? And we like these things, that flash things. We got them and cleaned them up, didn't we? My goodness me. There's the stuff, you know, that you're walking past that's these plastic things for spreading them about. What did we buy the other day? We bought a funny shaped one just because we didn't have one. But there we are, look. 3 of those, 20 quid, 23 quid and 21 quid. And you'd be like, you won't even, well, push the boat out, bring it home, get a scruffy one for a quid. You probably pay 2 quid for one that looks half decent. Wow. You know, and it is the same thing, isn't it? It does the same job, mostly in tools type of thing. So look, and what's available and what to keep your eyes open for. And you know what's dear and what's cheap. You see these, don't you? No? And you see them, don't you? Wow. And how many blades there are to get. I love this, these sort of things, these sort of catalogues. I love just, you know, a bit of peace and quiet and just flip through them, 1 page at a time. And this information, I know it's all useful as information, but it's how many files? How many files don't you pick up and don't you buy? And how much the hell are they? You know, you're talking serious money for something that does, okay, these are industrial and people use them a lot. Different ball game, different thing. But for you and me, just the average Joe shed man, wow, we've been picking up chisels, haven't we? And bolsters, haven't we? And punches, you know. I mean, pack of punches. I bought a whole load of them, didn't I? Did I give the man a fiver for a fistful of them? 16 quid, 23 years ago. We were after them, weren't we? Just because it was a different shape. Oh, man. The bargains to be had. If you only realise the bargains that you're walking past when you go to these places. So I don't want to hear you saying, "Ooh, I went to the car boot and I didn't see anything." There's so much saving, so much to be had in these places. Anyway, before you go to sleep, I'm going to fall asleep. I'm going to just peruse through the book. 1 page at a time. Yeah, I'd have one of everything. And just in case, if I did win the big numbers, I'd say I'd have 2 of everything. Yeah. Oh, no, a dozen of these and a dozen of them and another dozen of them. There wouldn't be a workshop big enough to keep it all. Yeah. But, yeah. And snips, tin snips, look. You see them all the time, don't you? See them all the time in the, you know, in the markets, in the, you know, in the car boots and the fairs, and the garage sales. You see them all, don't you? You've got to buy them all now, haven't you? Yeah. We bought, well, what did we pay for one of those the other day? The very same thing, did the same job. And how much is it here? 38 quid. And what the hell's that today? I must see if I can find. Hey, look at that. Footprint, pipe wrench. Wow. Footprint pipe wrenches. Look at that. And wrenches and, you know, adjustables. Wow. So I must see if we can get an up-to-date book, and we'll go through it all again. So, yeah. You've got to know in your head, what would that be if you had to go and get one? You know, you're in the middle of a job, you need a shovel. Or you've got a shovel, but you need another shovel to help out. The price you'll pay in the retailer to go and get them, when you should have bought one 6 months ago out the car boot when it was cheap, when you landed on it, when you were going past. You can't not go to the car boot and bring your money back. You've got to buy stuff. You've got to. Anyway, I'll leave that with you and keep going through the book. That's an interesting guarantee, isn't it? Guaranteed forever. You don't get many things guaranteed forever now, do you? These transfer punches are guaranteed forever. Oh, look, they announced it quite clearly. Guaranteed forever. Snap-on, you've got some competition. Look what I found. Look what I found. Exactly the same. That fluorescent in magnifying lamp. Look at that. The very same one. What did we pay for it? Was it 5 or 6 quid he wanted? Do you remember? And there was no bulb in it. And then I went and got the bulb, didn't I? So there was that one, this one, and this one. And can you see the price of this one? Look, fluorescent illuminated magnifier, 146 quid. What do we pick it up for? We've been using it recently. And what's that today? Because that was in again 2000. What's that? What was that today? I reckon I got a right steal with that then. But I had to, what did I pay? I paid a £5 for the bulb, I think, didn't I? Wow. I can't believe it. Fluorescent illuminated magnifier, 146 quid. I wonder if that's with or without that. Wow. So whilst we're talking about tools that I haven't seen before, I was sent to the garage today, to the workshop, to check the antifreeze. So I thought he was just going to open the top. Did it look blue? And carry on. Well, anyway, this is what I was thinking of. Get a sucky thing, suck it out, see what it does. But what he used, I'll tell you what he used. He used one of these. I'd never seen one before. I'll tell you what a clever bit of kit. He put a drop of it on that, and he looked through it. And if we can blow that bit up, that was almost exactly what I saw. Screen with a tester. It tests the how if your mix is any good, you know what I mean? Is it going to freeze up or not? That was a very I'm not saying it was this particular model he had. I guess there's dear ones and there's cheap ones, isn't there? He brought it in a proper little box. And I'm only telling you because what did it look like? It looked more like that, didn't it? Does that do battery fluid? Add blue, screen wash. Where's antifreeze? But what a clever bit of kit. Wow. Not a lot of money, look. And I hadn't seen one of them before. You learn something new every day. I knew of these, but I didn't know of them. Let's see if there's a... There must be... They're all much of a muchness, aren't they? But yeah, this is what it was. So if you want to use the little thing, a little sucky thing, and put a drop of it on there, and then he held it up to the light, and this is what he was looking, and he said, have a look. So if you want to know the strength of your antifreeze, so if it's going to do the job, refractometer, acid tester, and look, see, car battery acid tester and frost tester. Wow, that was something really interesting to see today. Yeah. Was that a bit different? What was that one? No, you see, you get a drop of it, you put a drop on there, you hold it up to your eye, which this is what he showed me, and it did that. See? Coolant and battery. Clever bit of kit. Never seen anything like that before. Wow. We must get ourselves one of these, mustn't we? We should, this time of year, you could hint to the wife, couldn't you? You want a stocking filler. Yeah. Clever. Never seen one before. It's very interesting.